Hey guys, welcome to another video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about Palworld. So yeah, this game has gone crazy. We're currently at 8 million sales and potentially 9 million by the time this video goes on. And they're at 2 million concurrent players. This game has gotten so popular. But yeah, they just released their early access roadmap. And let's dive into this. Addressing critical issues. Currently, numerous bugs have been identified and we are prioritizing fixing those. Sometimes the world date may experience rollbacks, the loading screen may persist when trying to load into worlds, and so on. So, I'm going to be honest, they have been working their butts off. Unfortunately, the Xbox crowd, the console guys, you did kind of get the short end of the stick with the, the stable, but let's be honest, this is an early access game and they are working their asses off to get this game as stable as possible. At least on the Steam version, obviously it hasn't been 100% perfect, but it's been pretty solid overall. But yeah, let's see what else they got to say here. Improvements to implement as soon as possible. Key configuration improvements, improvements to base PAL AI, and pathing. So I'm so glad to hear this because there is kind of a little bit of issue with the PAL AI. So if you build your base like right on the edge of your PAL box and you put a wall and there's maybe like a pixel, they will get stuck on the corner. It's so hilarious. But I'm so glad hopefully they can get that fixed up in the next update. So this is what has got me really excited, is the planned future updates. Because let's be honest, with the numbers of this game's only going to get better. And obviously they have already mentioned PvP. I'm excited about this, the raid bosses, which is going to be in-game content. Super excited about that. I can't imagine having some of these PAL bosses already, overworld bosses, where it's going to require 4 or 5 of us to beat it. It's just going to make the game so much better for long-term playability. And then I also mentioned this in my PvP video, a PAL arena. This is a really great option. I really like this. I do kind of have questions on how this is going to be implemented. Like, is it just going to be you throw your ball out, or, your PAL spear, and they just, the AI controls it? Or do we get to control it? I definitely have some questions on that, but I love the whole arena idea. I just, especially the way this game is, I definitely could potentially see maybe, esports, maybe not like at the height of like Rocket League or Fortnite levels, but I definitely could see this potentially, maybe entering the esports level. But let's see. Steam to Xbox crossplay. That was already expected. That honestly may not happen right away, but I'm still excited to see this happen, because not everybody plays PC, not everybody plays console, and it's nice to be able to get everybody involved. And then let's see, we got various Xbox features improvements. I'm not 100% sure what this means. I'm assuming this is more addressing the critical issues. If you guys have this on Xbox, let me know down below what you guys potentially think what this actually means. Because honestly, I'm not 100% sure what this actually means. And then they got server transfers and migrations. I'm basically thinking this is going to be more for the official servers, but I'm glad to see that they are going to, have the option for server transfers. If it's anything like Ark, Survival Evolved, unofficial servers do have the option to transfer to, but it is a setting. So I definitely like the idea, especially if it's like, what happens if I started a gameplay on one server and let's just say the server ping just drastically gets worse over time, just for whatever reasons. Maybe the server hosting changed locations and it's even worse. I do like the idea of the servers transfers and migrations, and then improvements to the building system. I definitely want to see this, because right now the snap points are kind of, I'm not going to say they're as bad as Ark. They're definitely like improved over Ark, but there is still some weird snapping issues where you kind of have to like go like fine tune it. I do like the buttons where you can go left or right. Ark definitely did not have that like immediately. Like if you need your triangle roof to go this direction, you can flip the button and go that way. I definitely like that, but I definitely could see that they're going to improve the snap points and the actual, you know, buildings. And trust me, learn from my mistake. Do not build wood and make a large base out of wood, because the raids they will burn down. So I wonder if they're going to you know, add more to, you know, to the buildings, actually like being able to destruct and stuff. Definitely excited to see what that is. But honestly, the biggest thing I see in this particular roadmap is the new islands, pals, bosses, and technology. So I've been talking to my buddy Gym Leader Ed about this whole new islands thing. Like, we were kind of like speculating, like, what does this actually mean? Like, are they going to add new islands to the current map or world, or is it going to be, I was kind of like pinpointing this, like maybe this is going to be like Ark, where you have like scorched earth, you have, you know, Genesis, you have a completely different map where you would actually cluster to. Because honestly, the world's pretty large, and adding more islands is just going to be more taxing towards the server hosting side. So I definitely can see, you know, another cluster of servers actually hosting the new island maps. But we don't know. That's one thing that this particular roadmap they shared is, it's very vague. No dates, no, it's just, hey, we're working on this. But I'm still excited, because that just means there's going to be more content that we can play. And then on top of that, they're going to be adding more pals. So I hope when they do release pals, they do this strategically. I'm thinking like maybe once a month, like they do, like the way they introduced it is very similar to the way Ark does their like weekly news articles, but instead of doing a news article, they do it in the form of their PAL decks YouTube videos. Like they's like, hey, this is the new PAL. Here's the PAL deck video. And then maybe a day or hours later, they basically release the PAL to the game. I'm super excited to see what other crazy PALs they have in mind for us. Because there's definitely, if you guys actually paid attention to, you know, their original trailers, some of the PALs are not present currently. So it's very possible that they're withholding, or they might have just completely new designs at this point. And then currently with the bosses, if you defeat all the bosses, that giant tree area is still kind of blocked off. So I wonder if there's going to be to the point where maybe you have to defeat 10 bosses to unlock that tree for in-game. I don't see the boss integration happen immediately. This might be like 3 or 4 months down the road, but I'm excited to play more of the game, and it gives me a reason to keep on playing. Especially the bosses are not easy. Like maybe the first one, maybe Zoe was kind of easy, especially if you can cheese your way through it. But the other ones, they have so much HP. You can't go in there thinking that you can beat it with being under leveled. But yeah, and then on top of that, technologies. what other technologies are they going to add to the game? Like, is it going to be farming? Is it going to be maybe a new, like, mining item? Maybe, like, we do diamonds, and, like, we already have ore for metal. Maybe we'll have, like, diamonds or jewels. Or maybe it's going to be a new type of gun. Maybe it's going to be, you know, a parachute or a glider, you know, just something just, you know, that's improved upon the original design. Like, it's really hard to say, because obviously there's going to be new technology for the new PAL. So if it's, you know, a saddle, or, you know, they've made like gloves and stuff, but it's hard to say at this point. I'm definitely excited because honestly, with all the support that they've gotten, they definitely have the budget to make this game even bigger and even better at this point. But yeah, let me know down below how you guys feel about this roadmap. And if you guys have anything else to add, let me know down below, because I probably missed something, because there's so much to talk about at this point. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, guys.